For our horror movie genre, we're going to dive deeper into camera shots, angles, and movements in filmmaking. The information I got for this presentation are from a couple of websites: The Ultimate Guide to Camera Shots from studiobinder.com, and Camera Shots, Angles, and Movements in Filmmaking. I believe it's Wolf Crow on YouTube. So if you want to go back and learn more, you can visit that website or that YouTube channel. All right, so the first shot we're going to talk about is a long shot, also known as a wide shot. If you're using these kinds of camera shots, it's going to make your subject appear small against their location. If there is a person present, their whole body will be in view, but will not fill the shot. It gives us a better understanding about how the character fits in the setting. So here's an example of a wide shot, also known as a long shot, from the movie The Martian. As we said, the character does not fill the scene. We can see the whole setting, and they're just a part of it. A full shot lets your actual subject fill the frame while keeping the emphasis on the scenery. It can be used to feature multiple characters in a single shot. So let's take a look. So for example, Guardians of the Galaxy, we can see all 5 of these characters from head to toe. It's a full shot. We see the full body, but we also see the full setting of where they are. A medium shot reveals the subject in more detail. It is the most common camera shot. The subject is emphasized, but the surrounding is still visible. Normally, it's from the waist or the torso up. It can be used as a buffer from one shot to another. For example, if you're going from a close-up and back to a medium shot. Okay, so that would be a buffer in between. So for example, this is from X-Men Days of Future Past. We can see from the waist up. Right now I'm actually like a medium shot. But we can still see the scenery, but we see the actor from the waist up. A close-up is when you want to reveal a subject's emotions. Oh, I have emotions and emotions. Maybe it's emotions and feelings. It fills the frame with part of your subject, usually their face. It's perfect for important moments. You want to be close enough to register a tiny emotion, but not lose visibility. So you don't want to go so close that you can't even really understand what you're looking at anymore, but you definitely want to see, whether it's the tear falling or something like that. A close-up would be good for that. This is from the movie The Usual Suspects. It's a close-up of the actor's face. An extreme close-up. That's where you're getting really, really close. This is the most you can film a frame with a subject. Smaller objects get great detail, and they are the focal point of that moment. It's used to emphasize a specific feature on your subject. So, normally the eyes. An extreme close-up. I've seen a couple extreme close-up examples, but most of the time it's of the actor's eyes. An establishing shot shows the location of the action. It often follows an aerial shot. So using a drone or something like that, they would be taking a video from the sky, and then it zooms in to our establishing shot. It's used to show where everything will happen. A lot of you out there have been watching Friends, and every time they show Central Perk, that's called an establishing shot. It establishes where our scene is going to take place. Now, these are other types of shots. A single or a solo shot captures one subject. The camera shot can be any size, but only one character can be featured. More than one character can be in the shot, but they should not be in focus. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So here we see a single shot of Iron Man. Okay, so one person is in focus. It helps our audience understand who is the focal point of that moment. A 2 or 3 shot, I'm sure you can figure this out. A 2 shot has 2 characters that are in the same frame. It allows a performance to play out in a single take. And a 3 shot is 3 characters in a frame. These are important in adventure films when there are groups of characters. So let's take a look. So 2 shot, this is from The Matrix. We see 2 actors in the scene. And 3 shot, this is from Harry Potter. We see the 3 actors, they're all in focus. Nobody is blurry, and it tells us that all 3 characters are important at that moment. An eye level shot is the most basic and simple camera angle. The camera points straight ahead. Eye level. So this is from Stranger Things. We see all the characters are at the same eye level. Truly, the character of 11 seems to be the most in focus, but we can still see all the characters at the same level. A high angle shows lesser amount of power, status, or strength. It can also be used to portray espionage or spying. So a high angle, you would have your camera up and you would be shooting down. So this is an example from The Princess Bride. We see the man in black, as he is known at this time. He's being shot from a high angle as he's climbing a mountain, and he's slipping and possibly going to fall to his death. So by using a high angle shot, it shows us that he does not have the power at this moment. Now, this should say low angle. A low angle shot makes the item or character appear bigger or taller. It can also be used to demonstrate domination or power over something or someone. So here's an example from The Shining. So the camera is being held below him and it's shooting up. Now, if you've ever seen The Shining, this character, this is Jack Nicholson right here, his character is slowly going crazy. And that's all I'm going to say about that. An over-the-shoulder shot provides orientation, which is how a character fits into the scene. It also helps to connect the characters emotionally. This is a scene from The Dark Knight, over-the-shoulder shot. So what that means is we are looking over the shoulder of Batman at the Joker. It puts us in the scene. It gives us kind of that fly on the wall where we feel like we are actually there with them. A point of view shot shows the viewer exactly what the character sees. It's usually sandwiched between 2 other shots. So what that means is shot 1, character looks at something. Shot 2, cut to point of view. Shot 3, cut back to the character's reaction to what we saw. Point of view shows us what the character sees and we understand the reaction. So this is a shot from Kill Bill Volume 1. There's a person laying on the ground looking up, and this would be what they see. All right, so these are movements. Tracking, dolly, or crane shot. A tracking shot moves sideways, either left or right. A dolly shot moves front to back, and a crane shot moves up or down. So we have tracking, we have dolly, and we have crane. Those are the 3 types of movements. A pan and tilt is the simplest type of motion. The camera stays in one place and goes left or right. Think like a tennis match. Here, 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 here. Zooming, you can move in or out of a shot without moving the camera, only the lens. It makes the movement less of a statement. Now, I tell my students when we are filming our movies in class, I do not like when students use zoom. I would actually prefer that you move the camera forward. The reason for that is a lot of times the camera goes out of focus and then the rest of your footage will be blurry. Random motion, the camera shakes in a random manner. This provides energy to a shot and helps it come alive. 360 degrees, if you want to showcase a subject, you can move the camera completely around your subject, 360 degrees. Now this video, I can't play it while we are on this screen recording, but it will be on Canvas for you to watch. It shows you an example of all the camera shots that we talked about. If you have any questions, let me know.